I'm Cape Jewel, and this is Comic Smack, the weekly comic book show where we take closer, more in-depth looks at the coolest and most happening events going on in comics right now. And on today's show, we're going to be taking a look at the Mighty Thor issue number 4. Jane Foster has been branded a traitor by Asgard. Can she ever get her rep back? Well, let's dig on into this issue and find out.
So as the comic opens, poor Jane Foster, cancer patient, is careening down to earth. Luckily, she's able to grab Mjolnir just in time to transform and stick the landing. This super dismount earned her 10s across the board, except for the German judge. Damn. That was an Olympics joke for those of you out there wondering. Malekith and his dark elf army, flanked by Roxxon tanks, begin to march upon the light elf capital. The queen desperately tries to stall for time, the dwarves agreeing to take in elf refugees. The heroes figure if they can just keep the big bad talking long enough, eventually they can evacuate all the elderly and children before the real slaughtering begins. Only here's the thing, once he gets inside the city, Malekith doesn't actually want to hurt anyone. Well, not in the most traditional sense anyway. He says it's time that the kingdoms of light and dark elves are finally brought together. No more division, and what better way to symbolize unity than with a marriage? Yeah, that's right, he wants to marry the light elf queen. What a dog, that Malekith. Of course, the light elf queen says no to this, but Malekith has an ace up his sleeve, that being the enchantress, who either bewitches her mind or straight up replaces her. I'm not exactly sure. Thor is all too ready to battle this injustice, but as Malekith says, she might want to head back to Asgard before it's too late, as the trial of the century is currently going on there now. And you know what? He's not exactly wrong. Queen Freya is brought before Odin to answer for her crimes of treason. And by God, the monologue she gives here is absolutely amazing. All fire and brimstone. Yeah, I went against your wishes. Yeah, I fought the Destroyer. Yeah, I empowered this new Thor. And you know what? I would do it all over again. Fact is, Odin, ever since you returned from the void, you've been acting crazy. Maybe it's your evil brother bewitching your mind, or worse still, maybe it's just the fact that you can't deal knowing that the realms have moved on without you and might actually have been better without you. For the first time, Asgard has a congress wherein everyone gets a say, but this impassioned speech sadly falls on the deaf ears of Odin. So deaf in fact that he cannot hear a full-on civil war breaking out outside his very window. The Warriors 3 lead a charge on Kull the Serpent and his new Thunder Guard, demanding the release of Heimdall and the Queen. Odin is defiant to the very end, saying there is no difference between Asgard and Odin. They are one and the same. He is the sun and stars. The ways of his fathers, of all fathers before him, are still law, and he will see his kingdom burn to the ground before he ever gives an inch. And you will know my name is Odin when I lay my vengeance upon you. It's at that point Thor finally makes the scene and decides to throw down with old One Eye once and for all, with the fate of Asgard hanging in the balance. It's going to be the fight of the century. The Mighty Thor number 4 ended up being one heck of an installment in this ongoing story. A lot of the issues that have been going on since the beginning of this run and even before have now bubbled over to the surface. The stuff with Odin is damn near Shakespearean. I mean, he was never exactly a great guy, just look at the events of Fear itself, but here he's truly crossed the line into something insane. It's also fun to see Loki as a tag-along prisoner, always good with a joke and a riff on the situation at hand. And oh man, the art, some of it is absolutely explosive, just really pretty to look at. At the end of the day, I would give this one a much deserved 8.5 out of 10. I can't wait to see how the big fight turns out next issue. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll feel like checking out some more videos I have on offer here at Cape Jewel.